Hey everybody, welcome back to Jeff Bull Central. Kind of doing an op-ed piece for you today on why EA does not suck. Yeah, we're going to get into it. Why EA does not suck, or at least why EA does not suck as much as you think EA sucks. Now, I am all for activism. I am all for trying to change things with our voice. I'm for those things, by the way, in regards to things that actually matter in the world, not necessarily video games. Because, look, when we complain about stupid luxury things like video games and just consumer products, we look like jackasses. Can I be honest about that? When privileged people complain about privileged things instead of complaining about things in the world that actually matter and they could do some good, that's jackassery. Like, that's the height of jackassery. And here's another thing. The people who make these video games for us, they're just people. In fact, your complaints, they're not getting to the top. They're not getting to the dudes who are actually in charge and make all the business decisions. Also people, by the way. Rich people, but people nonetheless. And I'm not rich. Not that it matters. And these games, for the most part, are made by the lower level grunts, man. The guys who gotta work 80, 90 hours a week. Have you ever worked an 80-hour work? An 80-hour work week sucks out your soul like nothing else. I don't even know why we work so hard in this country. Jesus. An 80-hour work week is like trying to pick a fight with a drug-addled schnauzer. And the schnauzer's tired and you're tired and you don't want to do one more goddamn spreadsheet or pour one more goddamn Coke or whatever it is, make another burger, whatever you're doing, answer another phone call. Okay? These guys like kill themselves to make these games for us. And what do we do when we don't like it? Now, what would you normally do if you didn't like a product? Okay? Let's say you went to McDonald's and you got a burger and they put ketchup on it and you said no ketchup. Are you the kind of person to get in that McDonald's employee's face and say, make my burger again, in fact, fire this man? Are you really going to do that? Or are you just going to eat your burger and say, okay, well, it was a bad burger. Buyer beware. I bought a bad burger, Jesus. And all we do for these people that work these crazy hours for us just so that we can entertain ourselves, we get online, we get on Twitter, we slam them, we dice them to shit, we treat them like crap. And they work so hard for us. Do you know what I'm saying? That's kind of the thesis here. Like, there's going to be a theme here. Stop treating these people like shit. If you don't like their product, don't buy their product. But don't, act like so entitled that you deserve the perfect product and therefore you must get people to lose their jobs. What kind of insane world do we live in where that's acceptable consumer behavior? Now, here's the other thing about EA, and this is actually valid. They buy up all these little developers, these really talented groups, and, they dumb down their product. They make it for lowest common denominator. There's nothing special about it. It's cookie cutter. All of it totally valid. And I'm not a big fan of EA for doing that when they've done it. And, but here's the flip side of that. Number one, they try. Okay, here's a good example. Star Wars Battlefront 2. It was an issue when it came out. The loot box thing was bad. The leveling system was bad. And people complained, okay? I don't like how they complained. I don't like how they tore people to shreds over a video game, but they complained, and the company listened. And DICE went a long way towards improving that game to where it's not so bad now, And furthermore, because people stopped wanting so much the online experience with the cosmetics that you gotta pay for and shit like that, they made a game like Star Wars Jedi. Yeah, the new Star Wars Jedi game, Fallen Order. And this is such a great game, Star Wars Jedi. Like, it's a beautiful game. It's not a perfect game. We gave it a 9 out of 10 here. But look, I don't really have a dog in this fight. I'm just a player. I'm a gamer like you. I love games. I play games damn near every single day of my life, and I have for most of my life. Maybe when I was like 3 years old, I didn't have a gamepad in my hand. But other than that, pretty much. And I don't know developers. I don't know anybody in the industry. I just love gaming. And it breaks my heart because I'm kind of like I'm kind of aghast that people can treat people so poorly, and all they've done is try to make you a good product. So really, does this even really have anything to do with EA? Not so much just EA. Blizzard's been taking a lot of shit. Criticism is valid, okay? Criticism can be heard, but not tearing people up, making them feel like shit on a personal level, getting people to lose their jobs. So I'm just asking everybody out there in YouTube land, in internet land, in gaming land, do me a favor, treat the developers better. They're working hard for you. They're working hard for your entertainment, and most of them are fucking willing. They're willing to listen. Yeah, they're willing to listen to you. And you can't complain if someone's actually willing to listen and actually make changes. You can, but then again, we get back to the jackassery thing. Very, very entitled behavior. Not a fan. It's bad humanitarianism. Here's the thing, and this is a generational thing, okay? The boomers don't so much understand activism anymore. They did in the 60s, but they really don't anymore. That's fair. They've made a lot of cold, calculated, business-like decisions about our world that now, millennials and younger have to deal with. That's cool. But when activism turns into poor humanitarianism, and that means not actually treating human beings like human beings, even if it's just an opinion, even if it's just losing a job, which of all things being equal is not the worst thing to happen to someone either. I don't necessarily believe in that. I don't necessarily believe that having jobs is all that great. That we can't evolve beyond that either. But, you know what? This is a hobby. This is fun. This is playtime. Don't hurt these people for, supporting our playtime. Come on, be nicer to them. That's really all I gotta say here, man. That's really all I gotta say. Be nice to your game developers. Treat them with respect. Treat them like human beings. That's all. That's all. Tons of hate mail. Bye-bye. Also, do me a favor. Check out God's Body Book 1, The Fall, on Amazon.com. That's God's Body. This is my new novel. It's like a story of the apocalypse. It's like God and Satan are fighting and then there's this massive and then the big anyway, it's a really good book. Help a guy out. Check out this book. Also not disappointing, that much I can guarantee. God's Body, Amazon. Hee.